You know, I was thinking I should apologize to everybody. If you're on YouTube, then you're getting the full meaning of why I think I should be apologizing. If you're on iTunes, look, uh, you're missing out. You got to jump over to YouTube, to our YouTube channel at Gold Ball Hunting, and check out my co-conspirator here, guys.
Mr. 200 to you, baby.
Mr. 200. Um, yeah, there it goes. That's gotta hurt. It sounded like you kind of ripped some eyebrows off of that one. Yeah, there he is. Guys, what is going on out there today? Thanks for dropping in for another episode, just another episode, number 200 of the Gold Ball Hunting podcast. I remember when we hit 100.
Cheers.
Here you go, man.
Cheers, B.
Yeah, a little morning, protein shake. Remember when we hit 100, and
Yeah.
I said, "You got man, 100. What do you think? I mean, what's our next big number?" And I said, I threw out there, what about 150? And you go, 150, 200. Come on, bring it.
200.
Yeah, that was
Here we are.
That was 100 days ago. And it's kind of interesting to go back and, what's happened in the last 100 days to get to episode number 200. Anyway, for me, it's a boatload of fun. I feel like, I hope that, and I get, I'm sure you do too, because I think guys copy both of us on the emails, the feedback we get, and some of the comments on YouTube, which is like, it's just like sitting around just kind of yakking with the fellas, and
Yeah.
it's fun. And I know a lot of people are doing this every day, and they look forward to it. Not to toot our own horn, but I mean, I've got some podcasts myself where I just, it's just there's some connection there
Right.
that I just want to drop in every day and hear what this guy or gal's got to say. So guys, listen, we really do appreciate you being a part of what Jeff and I are doing. And without you, without the feedback that we've been getting for the last 200 days, we might have just said, nah, forget it, we're out of here. But I sincerely think that you and I are helping players in whatever small or large result they're getting from their games, whether it's purely entertainment, whether it's instructional, a combination of the two. Maybe it's motivational, maybe it's inspirational, who knows? But let's keep going to 300.
Yeah.
What the heck? So before we get into the offer for, the free coaching call that we've got, number 200 to me kind of made me think like, today before we started the recording, and I knew that we were going to record number 200, I kind of thought, I remember back, I'm kind of jealous of our listeners. I'm kind of jealous of our students. And I know that you can relate to this because I remember that feeling, like when I was working with Mr. Stowe, I remember that feeling of thinking, oh my God, I'm in this thing, I'm learning,
Right.
it's so cool. It is just ridiculous. And it's like I've got this passion and this love for this thing. So I'm really kind of jealous of at least I'm jealous of those students that we've got who are just like they're a kid in a candy store, right? And they're just going, God, give me more, give me more. I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Can we just come over and hang out on the couch while you guys talk?
That's right. That's right.
I think we should think about that. We should think about, doing something like that.
Well, look, you'll get. Well, I mean, you could have someone there. I could have someone here, or when you get back into Northern California.
Yeah, I think when I get back to California, end of September, first week of October, let's talk about doing something like that, where we actually sit down with a group, and we chat it up. We exchange some ideas and talk, and I think that might be kind of cool.
I think that's a fantastic idea, and I think it would be a. Listen to me. It would be a sold-out event, but it does kind of get us back to thinking that one of the things that you and I had originally talked about, how can we serve our students in the highest and best way? And the thing that we came up with is let's rent a house in the Palm Springs area it's got a private tennis court.
Right.
It's got 4 bedrooms, and we'll get 4 players to come in the exact same skill level. And whether it's singles, whether it's doubles, you gotta, it's got to be gender specific. It's got to be skill level specific, and it's got to be singles or doubles specific. And we'll find a house. It's got a private tennis court. We'll stock it with food, and let's go for 3 days.
Yeah.
And just
immersion.
Just the total immersion thing. And we'll videotape the whole thing, and we'll make sure that everyone comes away after that 3 days as a different tennis player. But that's still on the drawing board. I know there are other guys out there right now who are doing that. I think ours would be just kick-ass better, so much better. And what is better? To me, better is results.
Right.
It's kind of like, I wish I could go to a restaurant and they would send, or and right now they give you the bill afterwards, right? I mean, you don't prepay, you post-pay. But I ought to be able to say, God, the food really sucked, man. And they go, okay, it's on us. It's on us. Or I ought to be able to say, you know what, this was so good, I'm gonna do more than a tip. I'm gonna ask you to pay you more because this is way above my expectations. I got a way better result.
Right.
I don't know. I guess I'm just.
Yeah, it's like I got to send this back because this is way beyond my expectations.
Absolutely.
I got to send it back.
You go to the movie house, right? And you go watch a movie, hyped up. Are you kidding me? This thing sucked. This was a lousy movie, right? I'm not paying you. Okay, sorry. That's cool.
See ya.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know. I just had this thought, number 200, that that's been enough time. If someone's been with us since day one,
right?
And they're, I'm thinking about a few of our students who just love this stuff. Is that I'm jealous of them.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of that thing that they're going through. So anyway, I just want to throw that out. We're only 7.5 minutes into this thing, so maybe a very short episode today. But I just wanted to say that look, you guys, I feel you, man. I just feel that, and I just know that feeling of just going, yes, I'm in the right spot. Can I?
Right.
I was seeing Mr. Stowe only once a week for 3 hours with those guys. I wanted to have lunch and then come back in the afternoon for another 3 hours. And I wanted to come back the next day. Come on, man. I just want.
Yeah, you just want to live in it. You want to swim in it. You want to just be you want to be coated in it. There are days, I would wake up and I needed to hit a tennis ball.
Right.
I needed to hit a ball. I could pick up the racket and look at the face of the racket and I knew how great it was going to feel on the strings that day.
Yeah.
And it was just like I knew what this racket, this thing in my hand, was capable of doing. Awesome. You know what I mean? It was just like, oh my God, this is like the greatest thing since sliced bread. This is amazing. And I could pick up, and I still do. I think all players do that when you hit a certain mark. Racket reps come out and you got to try this, blah blah blah. I'd pick up the racket and I just look at it and go, I can't hit with that. It just made no sense to me, right? The racket shape or the width or something about just visually, I couldn't get on board. I go, listen, I don't care if this is the greatest thing ever. Visually, I can't get past the visual.
Right.
We got to move on. We got to find something else.
What else you got in the bag over there?
Yeah, but it was in that vein when I just knew. Woke up in the morning, and if I don't hit a tennis ball by the end of the day, I'm going to start going through withdrawal. It was like, God, that feeling. It was just so cool when you're in that stride. Working out with Joe Myers every day down at the Decathlon Club when Matt Woolridge was down there and all that was just like,
whoa.
I want to get there an hour early, even though no one's there yet.
Right. Well, that kind of reminds me of like when I played Little League Baseball, right? When I was like 8 or 9 years old. And it would, our games were always Saturday mornings. and we'd have a couple of practices during the week. This is in Berkeley, and I'd go to bed Friday night, and I could barely go to sleep. I was so excited for the game the next day, and I'd wake up about 3 in the morning, and I just was wide awake, just going, God, it's 3 o'clock, okay, all right. So I'd get up, and I'd put on my Cutter Laboratories uniform, this beautiful blue, beautiful uniforms they had for us. And I'd get on, and I'd get the bat, and I'd get in front of the mirror, and I'd look at myself, and I just go, all right, it's 3:30. I guess I better go back to sleep. I tried to go back to sleep with my uniform on,
no chance.
So there was no way, and I'd show up for the game just kind of like, okay.
Groggy.
But I do want to say that, look, I like I said in the beginning, I am jealous of you guys who were going through this thing, this kind of new passion. Not to say that I have got the game figured out and that's left me. That's just, just like you said, I still get the feeling like I every time I go out, especially in the desert in the wintertime, I walk out of the house in about 15 seconds and I turn the corner and there's the San Jacintos, there's 10 grass courts. And I'm just going, let's go.
Okay. Somebody pitch me a ball.
That's right, I'm ready.
Hey, you buddy, can you fog a mirror? Great, get over here. Start throwing balls, baby.
That's right. So, all right, guys. Well, listen. Thank you for hanging out with us, really. And if you've been with us from day one, man, 200 episodes is a great deal. We're going to keep going every doggone day. We want to help you. We want to get you on a free, private 10-minute coaching call to see what's going on with the game. See if there's maybe one thing right now that you could bring in that call that just kind of God darn it. Oh, man, that's not quite right. It keeps coming up every time I play. Let's see if we can't help you solve that, put you in the path to getting the result you want, whether it's singles, whether it's doubles. And the way to get in the call, go over to goldballhunting.com, put in your first name and email address, click the button, you'll get access to our calendar where you can schedule. You can cherry pick your own date and time to hang out with us on a private 3-way coaching call. Jeffrey, what do we want the fine folks to do right now?
Like us, share us, please subscribe. Let us know what you think, but also let us know if you've listened to every episode, or let us know how many episodes in you are. Love to know where you're at.
Outstanding. That would be great. Well, guys, listen, get out there today. Help someone else have a spectacular day. Jeff, we'll do 201 tomorrow.
Can't wait.